I am Roland Beaumanoir, a 74-year-old person. I have been involved in the textile industry for a good 50 years, accumulating a wealth of experience and expertise in this field. I am from Saint-Malo, Breton. I am initially just an ordinary merchant from Saint-Malo, even from Saint-Malo Intramuros, a walled city in Brittany. I had an ambition, now being effectively one of the French leaders in affordable, ready-to-wear fashion, because luxury, I don't know how to do. It is a never-ending obstacle course, but just like everyone else, I keep pushing forward. A son, who is currently employed in the company and is acquiring knowledge and skills effectively, while also assuming various responsibilities. I've covered everything. I'm passionate about football. It is an outlet for me. I am from Brittany, and oddly enough, I am not sure if it is connected, but Brittany is actually a peninsula. There is a certain Hylian behavior that can be described as resistance to some extent. Brittany is far from Paris. I believe it is not entirely by chance that mutualist movements are elsewhere than in Brittany, but especially in Brittany. The movements of the major retail chains, such as Leclerc and Intermarché, are characterized by mutualism and cooperation. In banks, in the same way. And the birth of the Beaumanoir Group comes, without me having intellectualized it, from the origin of this kind of resistance mentality. We're quite far from everything. In our propels, essentially, we mostly cater to so-called indie merchants. And then, not an empty word, indie merchants, they're indie. I was raised among the priests with a little bit of resistance in my spirit. This so-called religious authority that they have created within me is undeniably a manifestation of the spirit of controversy. We are either in agreement with this education or in a state of rebellion against it. Awaiting it in France still. Predestines us, I say, in the form of resistance, of freedom, of the most intelligent freedom that is attainable and within our realm of possibilities. I don't know anyone who doesn't consider themselves intelligent, but this education of giving oneself a vision that is constantly corrected, I say, by failures. We only learn from failures, rarely from victories. It's true that I'm a bit attached to my rock. That being said, I am not anti-Parisian. I have acquired a wealth of knowledge. Paris is an absolute must-visit. I am an unwavering Bordeaux fan, but I hail from Saint-Malo. If I don't go through Rennes, it's not easy. If I don't go to Paris, it's not easy. Therefore, I am unable to provide sustenance for the ideology of anti-Parisianism. When I see them arriving in Saint-Malo, still a major tourist city, I am delighted to see the Parisians. They contribute to our economic wealth, regardless of all circumstances, without exception. The Parisian, as rare as he is still, we must bring things back to their rightful place, of proportion. It's like in fashion, I would say. There are Parisians in spirit deep in Brittany, and there are provincials at the heart of Paris. The France of territories, for me, it is Brittany. It actually exists. There are actually more provincials than Parisians in reality. Everything focused on media that centralize everything, as if nothing existed outside of Paris. Indeed, they are out of time. They will remain out of time, out of reality. Life is pretty good in the provinces. No, we don't complain. The ecological correctness implies that environmentalists are not the ones who make the earth thrive, but the urban dwellers. Something is not correct in my job. One has a superior quality of life in the provinces compared to the extremely large metropolises. The events that take place in Paris do not always represent the entirety of French life. In my opinion, there is a significant amount of work to be done in the various territories and regions.